Hey guys, Mike down here in Providence, downtown Peterborough, Ontario, Canada, with the one and only Flavour Taigen. After Game 1, Round 2 against the scumbags from Florida.
Yeah.
The dirtbags, the scum of the earth.
Worst humans.
Worst human, dirtiest players.
Yeah.
I mean, did we expect anything but what happened last night?
No, I don't think so. I do want to say one thing. If I ever see Chris Rooney on the streets in downtown Peterborough, it's not going to end well for him.
Who's Chris Rooney?
The ref from last night.
Oh.
The worst. That was the worst officiated game I've ever seen.
The first penalty that Domi took on
What the hell was that?
Bennett, he cross-checked him in the stick at 2 minutes.
Like that was the replay they showed on TV. Come on.
That was crazy.
That was brutal.
I will tell you, it was the loudest I have ever heard Scotiabank when Willie scored 30 seconds into the game. It went absolutely bananas. I've never heard it that loud, ever.
It sounded loud on TV.
It was so awesome.
It sounded loud.
And then, we scored again and again and again.
We kept scoring.
4-1.
Yeah.
I think at that point we're rolling.
Mm-hmm.
The first two periods, I know it's funny because the stats are really similar. Like high-end chances are the same, shots on goal the same, winning percentages were the same, high risk. All is the same in the end because we took control of the first two periods. Third period, we let them back in it.
Yeah.
Now with a new goalie, but we played completely different.
Yeah, we did.
We were like a different team.
Yeah. Yeah, and then our power play.
I don't know.
We go 0 for 5.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's brutal.
You can't, if we want to make them stop playing dirty, you got to make them pay on the power play.
Yeah, you have to.
And if we don't, then they're just going to keep being idiots.
100%.
And it's going to get worse. Like when we were up 4-1 going into the third, I was talking to my buddy that I was there with, and I was like, this is when we're going to see all the dirtbags come out. And it was. 100%. They all came out, and they all started. Mm-hmm. Kachuk was kind of invisible the whole game.
Yeah, until the last 2 seconds.
Until the last little bit, and then he goes after Marner with the slew foot.
Yeah.
We just have to be ready for those things. Okay, so the Stolars thing.
Yeah, so the fact that George Peros can sit in his office at NHLPA and decide that is not a suspension is absurd. Sam Bennett is a repeat guy. Mm-hmm. He WWE RKO choke slammed Matthew Nyes last year.
A couple years ago.
He's
Marchand last year.
He's Marchand last year. It's the second goalie he's done this to.
So here's the thing. Do referees get to a point where there is an MO of a player like Kachuk, Bennett, Marchand, and they just go well, this is just how they play. Yeah. They play rough, they play on the edge, but they give them the benefit of the doubt when really they shouldn't. Because they're all repeat offenders. They all 100%. Do stuff like this. They're all dirty, but they never seem to get in trouble for it.
It's because of the Department of Player Safety. They're just I know, but
happens. Let's say Ponte, old Pontus Holmberg goes out next game and slew foots Matthew Kachuk.
It's 5 game suspension probably.
That's what I'm saying. And because it's out of his character.
Exactly.
But because it's in their character on the other teams, they seem to let it go.
Exactly. And speaking of Pontus Holmberg, a little bit of an elbow on that hit where Pontus got creamed at the end of the game there. There was a little bit of an elbow coming across there.
What was that? So Pacioretty's hit behind the net in the first. My teeth felt, my teeth rattled when he hit it through that hit.
That was a big hit.
Holy
And speaking
crap,
of big
he's
hits.
Throwing bodies. And he's getting points he was in on.
Yeah, he had 2 assists.
2 assists?
Yeah. And Matthew Nyes making that big hit on Seth Jones to set Matthews up in the slot. 22 years old, by the way. 22 doing that.
And did Matthews hit the net?
No, God, no. He is going to be my sandbagger of the game.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He did nothing. He did nothing.
Did he lead by?
No, he did nothing.
He's not
No, that was like a invisible game for him.
It was invisible.
Yeah, it really was.
What about Mitch?
I mean, he that line aside from Nyes.
Again, I feel like we're talking about the same stuff every time. It's Willie and Nyes. It's Willie and Nyes. It's Willie and Nyes every game. And one other player.
The GOAT.
The GOAT.
The GOAT.
The captain. Morgan Riley.
Yep.
Another goal down the wing.
Elite defensive core this season. Elite defensive core this season, by the way.
I'm just saying.
Elite.
You push Morgan Riley, he comes back and puts it on the line every time.
Yeah, he had a bad game a couple games ago against Ottawa. He needed that bounce back. I will say though, Mitch Marner, he might have been invisible on the offense, but he wasn't invisible on defense. He had that big shot block at the end of the game, and then he had the play that he made to get Nyes the breakaway. So,
Yeah, true.
known for his offense, but
Yeah.
he's been seen more on the defense, I think.
Do you want my sandbagger of the game?
Yeah.
I'm going with Bobby McCann.
Yeah.
And it's more like Bobby McCan't
Yeah.
because
It's been rough.
This guy he's disappeared.
Yeah, it's been rough.
Power forward, he starts taking the puck down the side. He's skating. We're like, go to the net, go to the net. No, he curls
No,
out.
yeah.
Like he's a different player.
Yeah.
He's just not he's not raising his game to the moment. Like he's not there.
No. Body armor defensive player of the game, I'm going to give it to Chris Tanev, I think.
Again?
I
How many
think
times
so.
are we going to give it to this guy?
If he keeps playing like this, I'll give it to him every game.
time.
Every game. He
Yeah,
had
he's
goal, blocks, he had 5 hits.
He's unbelievable.
That's unbelievable.
We have him for 4 more years.
Yeah, unbelievable.
He is playing such a good hockey.
Unbelievable. It's amazing. It's so nice to see the defense not suck. We've come so far from Dion Phaneuf, Jake Gardner.
My buddy was wearing a Phaneuf jersey last night.
That's ballsy.
It's ballsy.
That's ballsy.
So let me ask you this. Is there retribution in game 2?
I think.
Like who's going after Bennett? Domi, I assume?
Yeah,
Like that's kind of a good matchup in terms of like size to size and weight class to weight class?
Yeah, but I'm almost like, is it worth? Because whoever goes after Bennett will be suspended.
Nope.
I think so.
Not gonna be suspended.
I
They'll get
think
a penalty.
if
They'll
it's
get an
a
instigator.
But if it's a bad hit that they make, there's
why
going to
not?
be a suspension. So do you send Domi? Do you dress Revo
Ooh, I'd
and
love
sit
that.
and sit
Oh
Bobby
my
and dress
God, I'd love
Revo?
that. And you just go like,
And just
you've got one shift tonight.
Yeah.
It's the very first shift. And you go out against it. We'll have the matchup.
Yeah.
You go out and you grab
exactly.
them.
Or do we like just send him out
take
by
your
himself?
suspension. You're going to be gone for 5
You'll
games.
be gone for. You'll probably never play in the NHL again.
But here's your
But
last one.
here's your last hurrah.
Wow. I would love that.
That'd be
But
electric.
They won't do that.
No, God no.
But I do think they'll send Domi out, and Domi will want to do it right away.
I think so too.
Or
Do
like
we-
Petit Simon.
Do we see a Four Nations, Canada, US kind
possibly.
of thing again?
Possibly.
A couple fights
I
there.
don't want to see McCabe get into it again. He got buckled that last time at the end of the
Yikes.
season.
Yeah.
I don't really think he should be taking
And he got
shots to
hurt
the
last
head.
night too.
Did he?
Yeah, he left the game there was a bat. It looked like his ankle from the Sportsnet replay. He left there for the last couple minutes of the first period. I
Well,
think-
so that's what we were saying. So
Yeah.
we were in the arena and we hear now in net for the Leafs, Joseph Stahl or Joseph Wall. We were like, whoa, what?
That's-
And we're like texting people being like, what the hell just happened?
Yeah.
Because they don't have the.
No.
We're not seeing a replay. We're not hearing the commentary on it. And they were like, yeah, Stallers was barfing on the bench.
Yeah.
Like that's worst case scenario when you're talking concussion. But
Oh, yeah.
was it the Reinhardt shot?
Well, it dented
from-
his mask. Like
yeah.
right on his chin, it's dented.
Yeah.
Like my mom.
Could have been that. Could have been the shot.
It could be a mix.
Could be the hit. Talking to the goalies after, they said like Kelly Rudy, and who else was on there?
Jake Allen.
So Jake Allen was saying when you get hit from the side and you're not expecting it, it's worse than getting hit straight on because you can at least brace for impact.
And if out of hospital, unknown if he's going to play tomorrow. Is it concussion? Was it, did he eat something bad for
That's
dinner?
it. What if he just had a little flu bug?
Exactly. Yeah. So
The bucket was readily available.
Yeah, it was, and it had the bag in it already. It was right there with the bag in it.
What do we call him for next game? Game 2, Wednesday night in Toronto.
Man, I told you 7-1 yesterday before you went to the game, and if Anthony Stolarz had played the whole game, we were on pace for 7-1.
Yeah,
I'm
that
not
was a
going to
tough
go
look
7-1.
That was a tough look for Wall.
That was
to
a
come
bad
in and
look.
get lit up like that. But the guy, like he hasn't played in 2 weeks, 3 weeks?
18 days, something like that.
Yeah.
I think it's going to
Are
be.
you confident with Wall? I mean, we played completely different with him.
We did. Last year, Samsonov got hurt. Wall played incredible against Boston.
Yeah.
I think just cold, the nerves. I mean, some of them, like the one tip, not really his fault.
Nope.
Should have got his shoulder up on one of them.
Yeah.
The wrist shot
but
should have had that.
That would have hit Stolarz in the belly button.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
he's
exactly.
so huge on
I'm thinking.
game 2. Are we calling Leafs victory?
I
Are we
think
going up
so.
2-0?
I think they have to get retribution. I think they're going to play with that fire under their ass. Like,
Yeah.
we got to do this. Like, if we don't win here, because they know they're going to get bruised and bullied in
Yeah.
Florida. Like, they know. So I think they have to go out with the mindset of, if we don't win tonight, we're going to lose the series. Because if they don't win tonight on
You
Wednesday
think
night,
Game 2 is that important?
I think so. Because we're just going to get creamed back home in Florida.
I don't think we're going to get creamed.
I think so.
I think it's when the dirtbags are going to show up even
Exactly. And
more.
that's what I'm worried about. What do you think?
I think it's going to be a tight game.
I think so too.
Like it's going to be like a 2-1
Yeah.
or a 3-2. But I do think the Leafs get both home.
I hope so. I think so too.
I think we're gonna win Game 2. I think we're going to be distracted until Sam Bennett's dealt with.
Yeah.
So I bet you it happens in the first 5 minutes.
Well, if Sergei Hellebuck stays in net, we'll be fine. Tell you that. Tell you that right now. That's
there
prime.
are a lot of goalies choking right now.
That's prime Hellebuck. Was what I saw last night.
So they did say Stolarz is not ruled out for Game 2.
Exactly.
I don't know what's happening.
I don't know.
I'm very confused, but I'm into it.
Me too.
And I think like the next on Wednesday it is going to be a fiery game.
It will
I think
be.
there's going to be a lot of emotion. I think there's going to be a lot of violence.
Yeah. It'll be
3-2
one.
win. That's what we're calling.
Yeah.
If you need anything from us, we're at providenceptbo.com.
There you go.
Oh, I need some sleep.
I'll finish it. 10 to 5, Monday to Saturday.
Peace.